AppleRankings.com. First of all, it's fantastic. I think if you've enjoyed my content in any way, which only a total of 10 people have ever said that they enjoyed my content, then this content is definitely good. It's everything I want to do. It's more, the website's organized, it's got cool graphics, great little video things. It's not just incoherent ramblings because, not to toot my own horn, but I kind of just bite an apple and talk, and I think it really shows in the lack of overall humor and quality in my videos, but I digress. So AppleRankings.com is made by a gentleman named Brian. Oh God, I'm gonna fuck this last name up and it probably isn't even that hard. Brian Frange, F range, basically. Brian F range. He's not on range A, B, or C. He's on range F. Foxtrot. That dude, I don't know. Brian Frange. But so apparently he's a comedian, and I guess he's even worked with Nikki Glazer. It says in the about section. And it's a cool website. You go, you can type in an apple. Why I wanted to talk about it, though, why I'm making my own separate videos, because when I was doing research for the Hunzy, HUNNZYZZZ or some shit like that, it's the one thing I agree with him on. It's a stupid name. He's got a 100-point scale for apples, which I do think seems absurd. I like how it's laid out, though. 0 through 20 is apple hell. Up to 50, that's pure shit, apple tier, mediocre. I do it kind of like how, because I was watching Barstool Sports in the One Bite Pizza reviews. I do it kind of on that scale. And to the detriment of that scale, a lot of things that are just kind of good end up in the 7s, whereas, I don't know, like maybe I'm biting them and I should be ranking that, like maybe they're not good. I find most apples are good. I like apples. So most apples end up in the low to mid 7s because to me a lot of these apples are good. There's nothing outstanding about them. And when they become outstanding is when they go into the 8s. So at the higher end, our scales do kind of line back up a little bit more. But the whole point, and I'm sorry for making you it, is because this dude's top apple list is the most absurd top apple list I've ever seen. So his number one apple is the Sweet Tango 95, a nearly perfect apple. That apple is, I think, I gave it like maybe a 7.5. It's okay. But to like rank it as like that's near perfect, but this Hunzy is a 6 something. It's just, they're not that fucking different. In fact, I probably would eat this Hunzy more because I think it's cheaper. This was a pretty cheap fucking apple. Number 2, Apple Honeycrisp. Such a basic bitch apple. It's good. I have it like right around 8, 7.8 or something like that. But it is not nearly as fucking good as Kanzi's, Snapdragons, Lucy Glows. I like Pink Ladies. And Pink Ladies in his top, but only at an 8, very good. So on his scale, I feel like if I had to line it up, he's basically calling a Pink Lady like a 7.3 or a 7.4. That apple's on my scale, that's an 8.3. That's a good fucking apple. Envy, I don't know what great apple and robust chewers. What Envy apple? Did this dude ate an Envy apple laced with ecstasy? I don't fucking know. Sweet Tango, Honeycrisp. I do like the Kanzi. I like the Snapdragon. I like the Wild Twist. But Envy? And then, and Rave. Rave he had in the Mediocres and Cosmic Crisp. They've got a... Rave, the knockoff brand Honeycrisp. Get the fuck out of here. Such an overrated trash apple. The Cosmic Crisp, I think, has a good amount of tart, good amount of sweetness. It lives up to the crispy name. Shoots juice, just blast it all over your mouth, which you can't go wrong with blasting a little juice in your mouth. Now, with that little rant being aside, the website's fucking awesome. The graphics are awesome. The little blurbs he writes about them are absolutely fucking awesome. And you should definitely look at his website. Maybe he's got videos too. I don't know. I didn't do a lot of research, but. And also, just a disclaimer, although I do completely disagree with these, I only eat 1 to 2 apples for each, and I do it over the course of a week, so they're all kind of in my mind's eye, so I can kind of draw back, and sometimes I'll eat a couple to compare off screen. That's my process. But apples can taste different. I just did a video about green dragons and emerald something or other, and apparently they're the same apple, and I had a completely different experience with an apple I had last year called a green dragon, and this apple I had this year called an emerald. So each apple batch, when you're eating it, so maybe he's doing way more apples at a time, and he's got a better grasp on it than I do, but Honeycrisp is just, I've had a million Honeycrisps growing up in Michigan and out in Washington State, which is another apple state. And it's definitively the most overhyped fucking apple on earth. It is good. I'm not saying you shouldn't have a Honeycrisp. But if you've got your choice between a Honeycrisp and like a Snapdragon, or a Honeycrisp and a Pink Lady, or a Rave, or God, what's that red flesh apple I just had the other day? Lucy Glow. I think he has Lucy Glow in here too. Yeah, Lucy Glow. Those are it's such a more dynamic flavor profile. I don't even want to see where he ranked Granny Smith, because in my opinion, Granny Smith's the only fucking 10 out of 10 apple on the planet. Defend that till the day I die. Anyway, AppleRankings.com by Brian Fringe. He's got his own website, brianfringe.com. Great Apple reviews. He's definitely been doing this longer than me. Check him out if you like my stuff.